What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another video. And I thought today we would talk about a recent addition to my collection. And that is Chirrut Imwe, the 2017 Black Series figure that is extremely difficult to find. As you saw in a different video, I showed you my Baze Malbus. I also did pick this up after treading away a life and a limb to get, and these two figures especially are extremely difficult to find for whatever reason. Hasbro either didn't make enough of them, or they just kind of skipped retail and went direct to online exclusives or what, but I don't really know why. But these two figures especially in 2017 were two of the more difficult figures to find in good condition. You can find them all over eBay if you're just going to open them up and unbox them and have them loose in your collection. But even ungraded, they're very expensive relative to some resale Black Series figures. But I did get this one, and it is graded. And so let's take a closer look at it. I apologize for the extreme reflection in the figures, but it's really overcast here today, so I had to brighten the lights a little bit more than usual. So let's take a look at him. Here he is, 2017 Hasbro Star Wars Black Series 6-inch Chirrut Imwe, and it came back with an uncirculated 9.0, and it's a great likeness to him. It comes with like his staff that you saw him fight in Rogue One with. There's a great fight scene where he takes down armored troops with a wood staff, and not very realistic since they're wearing armor, but nevertheless, he did take them all down. So he is a blind, force-sensitive, kind of fortune teller, soothsayer type of character, really well portrayed and acted, and the figure itself is awesome. I mean, obviously his head sculpt is dead on. If you can compare him to the box art there. And the figure has got great cloth robe kind of, skirt going on. He does have like I never did figure out what this thing was, this kind of mechanical thing that wraps around his holster slash, bandolier or bandola, whatever you want to call it. And then you have his weapon that in one scene he used to take down a TIE fighter. So, and that's kind of like a tripod on it. So it's almost like a sniper rifle with nice details. It's got a lot of gold accent pieces, the gold trigger, or bronze, I should say. But a very, very nice figure. I mean, certainly one of the better ones that was available last year. And I love all the detail on the cloth work. There's some people that don't like the cloth on these figures. They prefer kind of a hard, or not a hard, but a flexible plastic for any kind of cloak. But me personally, I much prefer to have the cloth goods there, and it just shows really well. And there's Chirrut Imwe. You can see the bottom of the box art with the Hasbro logo. Let's see, this is number 36 in the line, and here's the back. Let's take a look at what it has to say about Chirrut Imwe. Deeply spiritual, Chirrut Imwe believes all living things are connected through the Force. Though he lacks Force abilities, his sightless eyes do not prevent him from being a highly skilled warrior monk. And that's a good description for him. He's kind of a monkish type of figure. He does have a very strong connection to the Force, as you saw throughout Rogue One. But, he's not like a Jedi, per se. But, he and Baze Malbus kind of had they had some small moments of comic relief, and Baze Malbus was almost like his bodyguard throughout the movie, and they both died very glorious deaths trying to get the Death Star plans in Rogue One. So, but I got him next to the Imperial Death Trooper. I've got a few others like the Scarif Trooper. We got Cassian Andor in his Edu outfit. I don't have a Jyn Erso yet, but I'm working on that one, and I'd love to have Director Krennic as well. But they made quite a few. I do have K2SO with the pupil variant. That one is in grading and should be back hopefully in the next month or two. But these Rogue One figures were certainly very well done, and Chirrut Imwe is no exception. So he's very, very tough to find in graded condition, but you know, to have an uncirculated 9.0, it's you know, I don't see them very often, put it that way, and you usually got to overpay for them, which is what I had to do with this one. But I did have a few nice sales here recently, so I was able to pick him up. So anyway, let's do one final look. And I'm sorry again about all the glare, but we got some very overcast weather out here today, and it's very tough to keep the glare off. But just a really, really nice figure, and you know, I love all the detail around the wrist. He's got kind of a wrist gauntlet there, and he's got a nice piece on his upper arm there. But just an awesome, awesome figure. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and I will be back soon. Talk to you soon.